Yo, everyone. Hello. So we're gonna see today again what's going on with the metals after this melting yesterday. So the gold on the channeling here, we are still looking at our 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. As we mentioned that normally as per the channeling here, the wave 4 tends to go back to the base channel, filling the gap between the acceleration and the base channel before we push toward the upside again. And that means, of course, there is a very likely scenario here that the gold might reach the $3,500. It can be a very longer term here. We're not saying that it's gonna dump in one push toward the downside. Well, hopefully not, guys. But basically, it can be even like a 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or even it can be a W, X, and a wave Y. Yesterday, I start to mention this new probability here as a W, X, and a Y, where we might be in a 3 waves down here with a finished impulse, of course, here, which it can be the W. We might get an X and a wave Y to hit the base channel and then pushing toward the upside again. So very likely that we are still looking for something very deep as a correction here for a wave 4 before we start to push for a higher based on the channeling. Now, basically, this is our daily for the probabilities, and where we alternating still a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And we have another probability for a larger wave 2. So basically, both wave 2 are very negligible within the price. So both of them are almost in the same area here zone. The only difference that we have in between them is the timing. And that means if we don't get a new all-time high here and we push for higher, but it's going to seek after a wave C or a wave CD and an E here in a triangle, that means we are alternating here a longer term correction, which is gonna take 4 years almost, guys. A double time of the 2 years here from the 2020 to the 2022. We might get a very long term correction wave 4 that it might needs, of course, at least 2 years as well. And it can be even 4 years for the gold here. Basically, I'm still looking for the 0.38 Fibonacci level. Honestly, it can be taken with one more leg here and then pushing still toward the upside with our new all-time high wave 5. But in case that this things will turn into something much more corrective, we're gonna of course estimate the move here as an ABC or 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. In this case, of course, we can be in a triangle, in a flat, still, of course, for a larger wave 4 before we push toward the upside. So we'll see, of course, which one is going to unfold. The micro level will give us always an answer when we're going to end up, of course, as this move towards lower prices for a new lows. So we'll see this on the 1 hour chart, on the 1 hour chart for the gold. Here we go. Yeah, so we have a 1, 2 and a 1, 2, and then 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. So because we have double 1, 2, we might be in a wave 3 finished here, no invalidation taken, wave 5, a 4 and a 5. We might still reach our blue box, especially in confluence here, to finish up, of course, this wave 5. The wave 5 internally, if we dive inside it, even on the 15-minute chart, well, as we mentioned, lately we have a transition to double 1, 2 here, rather than a zigzag wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It was supposed to be an ending diagonal, but we saw the wave 5 getting outside here of the 1 to 1 fib level, where the wave 3 becomes longer than wave 1. Directly we made an activation for a wave 3 there as an impulse. 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5, of course, still to reach the blue zone. And I believe this is not yet finished, because we might still get a large wave 4 here and a large wave 5 still. So that means I believe that 3,500, 3,600, the extension level here, 1.618, can be very likely taken, guys, as our major zone target here for the gold. Yep, so this is regarding the daily for the gold. If we move to the silver and we start also with the channeling here to watch our position today after this massive drop. So it is important to check where are we on the channeling. Very nice. So basically, we are in a 1, 2, 3 here. Wave 4 is still unfolding, of course, and we don't have yet a finished structure internally. So we're gonna see when we're gonna finish it on the micro level. Now, basically, you can count 5 waves. The fifth wave still need, of course, to finish up, and then we start to think bullish again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, potentially 4 and a 5. Now, can it be a longer wave 4? Yes, for sure it can be. If it wants to, it can be a 3 waves up and then pushing it down again. However, I still see that this can be something here pushing for higher, at least as a retracement, if we're not talking about new all-time high. At least it can be a 3 waves up and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning a larger ABC, or W, X, and a Y, as we mentioned as well yesterday. This is a new probability. The wave Y might be 3 waves, of course, as a correction. However, currently we have broken the $60 very nicely, as we were asking here 0.5 Fibonacci level, and the silver has passed it even. It has overpassed the 0.5 Fibonacci level. Now, don't forget that you have a large gap here between the invalidation of the bullish and, of course, to continue toward the upside as a wave 4 and a 5. And because of this gap, the price might push toward the downside, and this was my expectation already for the silver as well, because I see a large gap before invalidation, as you can see there. So 0.618, yes, can be still very likely $50, guys. $50 is very likely, and that means, of course, we might be in a large wave C here, and then pushing for higher, maybe retracement even, or even a large triangle as well before we push in a wave 5. So yeah, the triangle here definitely is gone. So we cannot lay down a triangle before we get an A and then a wave B again. And we get a rejection here, meaning taking this low there as a wave C, and then I can lay down a large triangle. So it's gonna take a while, guys, until we reach that time to lay down a new triangle probability here. Highest probability can be even a W, X, and a wave Y, meaning the wave Y can be a zigzag just like that, meaning an impulse, correction, impulse, and then starting to push towards the upside again. Okay, so we're gonna lay down also this. So we'll see that also on the lower time frame, 1 hour chart here. So basically, to finish up this impulse, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. We have a large 1, 2, and then a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5, of course, here we have another 1, 2, 1, 2, and the large wave 3. I'm looking for wave 4, $60, 63. So expect, of course, also the same as for the gold, a little bit higher prices in a zigzag to, of course, recover a little bit in a wave 4. Minimum target is 0.23, meaning $60 here before we push in a 5 and a 4 and a 5 and a large wave 4 and a 5, of course, alternating this wave 2 there. And I think that this wave 4 might even push for higher a little bit. So this is what we might get, guys. Yeah, so we might get here 4, 5, 4, 5 to finish major wave 3, then a large wave 4 and a 5 to finish a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, so, and this can still be something as a wave A, can be a wave B later on, and then wave C. Yeah, so this is also a probability here. Don't forget, we are trying to finish a wave 4 here. So I'm gonna put this in white. Yeah, so we are a major wave 4. Yeah, so this is regarding the silver and for Palladium. So for Palladium as well, we are looking here at the following scenarios where we have also a double 1, 2. Let's go a little bit higher time frame so we can see all of them. So basically on the daily here, we are looking at double 1, 2, which is the following wave 1, 2, another 1, 2 here, and we're looking for a massive wave 3 to reach the 5K 1.618. A, B, and a C zigzag as a wave A, wave B also expanding flat ABC, can be finished, can be unfinished, meaning this can turn into an A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y. For a deeper wave B, this is our very bearish scenario. We gotta be careful with it. And of course, starting to push for higher later on in a wave C. Also, it can be if this is a finished wave B there, we can seek after a wave C, 4K here in 112 as well, 34545 to reach the 4K also as a psychological number. Now, it is very likely on the 1 hour chart, once we break this zone area here, meaning if the 0.618 here will be broken, and that means we're gonna continue toward the downside here, then definitely we are looking for something more bearish here, and the wave B that we just saw on the daily can be unfolding for something very, very low here, meaning a transition here for something as a finished wave A, and we're looking for wave B. Okay. And then wave B can be very deep, guys. So we're talking here about something as it can be an impulse, meaning 1 2 1 2 and another 1 2, or it can be the diagonal 1 2 3 4 5, wave 1 and then wave 2, and then massive drop toward the downside. However, a signal of strength on the 1 hour chart is required from this zone right now. This is our zone area here. After breaking the 886, we mentioned we're gonna take the low and we're gonna take the blue zone here, and here we are. So definitely it's not yet done because we're still looking here at a potential wave 5, and it looks like here, of course, it can be something like one more leg toward the downside. If you take a look here, 1 2 3 4 and a 5, actually I see it finished. Okay, I see it finished. We need something to push for higher. So I don't see yet one more low, honestly. I prefer to see something for higher here, pushing again for a signal of strength, meaning I would like to see 5 ways up, 3 down, and then pushing for higher to take the high here. Then we confirm a bullish green flag, preferably even to take, of course, this high this time, because this is currently, because the impulse is done perfectly, no need for invalidation. We need a confirmation for higher here, and that means I want to take this move upward here. Yeah, so I want to take this number, and of course, yeah, with the $1,350, I would say that we are bullish again. Yeah, and we can confirm something even pushing for higher. Of course, this is another confirmation. So if you want to take it like this is pre-confirmation for higher. This is the first level there, and then we have another confirmation that we're pushing even higher than that. Why? Because how we confirm here, because if this is an impulse, once you take the high, you eliminate any bearish scenario as a 1 2. Okay, 3 4 5 toward the downside. The same thing, once we take the high, you eliminate also any bearish scenario as a large 1 2 if you take the high, of course. And that means, okay, we're pushing bullish there. So we'll see, guys, how this is going to unfold. That was it for the metals, gold, silver, and palladium. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.